Mae'n diolch yn fawr hefyd i'n nodwyr. We will be able to present such prestigious championships because for our sponsors also. And for Thomas Rightly, for many, many years, it has been the company of Telescope. Mae cwmni Telescope wrth ei bodd yn gwneud ystyried yn fraint i anoddi gys y le hon yn eleni eto. Mae rheini chi sydd ddim yn ymwybodol, mae Telescope yn gynhyrchu rhaglen wythnosol ffermio ar FYW a rhaglenni amaethyddol, troi y tir a'r bwletin amaeth i BBM Radio Cymru a Country Focus i BBC Radio Wales. Telescope is responsible for many agricultural-based programs such as Ffermio SOC and the Bulletin Amaeth for BBC Radio Cymru and the Country Focus for BBC Radio Wales. They are happy in televising and discussing matters important to farmers in the rural community. So we do thank Telescope for their continued support for Tom and Sprightly. As the judging commences in the in-hand section of the main ring, you will see that the written exhibits are starting to come in to the right-hand side of the ring. The Royal Welsh Ridden Championship is judged today by Mrs Nicky Stevens of Pencampwriaeth, Wiltshire. Croeso mawr I chi i'r Brif Gylch. Nicky Stevens is a familiar name and face in the equine world, a former international 3-day event rider. She has judged and shown at the Horse of the Year show on many occasions in different categories and winner of the Mountain and Moorland Championship at Olympia. She has run her own competition and hunter delivery yard and bred and produced many horses and ponies of all disciplines. Past council member of the MPS and a panel agent for the Coloured Horse and Pony Society, Ponies UK and New Pony Society. Cyfarchiadau I chi a diolch yn fawr I chi am fodloni I feirniadu yma yn y Brif Gylch. So as you can see, there's a variety of ridden ponies in front of us, and they will include the Welsh Mountain Pony in the saddle, the Welsh Pony, the Welsh Cob at the saddle, the ridden hunters, the working hunters, the tuners riding ponies, the ridden cobs, the leaders of British riddens, both Welsh and platted, the ridden M&M, the Palominos, the coloured horses and ponies, show hunter ponies, working hunter, pony checking racing, saddles, side saddle equitation and side saddle concours d'elegance, and the retraining of race horses and ridden carpers. So as you can see, there's a variety of different ridden horses, and isn't it a fantastic spectacle from the very smallest to the biggest? conclusion of judging was today in the main ring. So we show this morning and then come back before the judging sample. So the section B champion now being shown to our judge, Mr. David Harris. You will see in the written section that the judge has requested the horses to move together. In doing that, she will compare the way of going, the movement, is able to see them all together and compare and see what she likes and what takes her eye. Those of you that are an eagle eye will see that there's a pony in the middle. The lead always comes to the centre and does not ride out with the other ponies. The lead walks and stops and does not hunter with the large animal. The DJ will probably have his own show individually. This will also happen when the first witness, if any first witness has come forward. In the hand section, we have in front of our judge now the champion section C. Also judged here, the rules of the judging was this morning here at the main ring. So we have in front of us the section C champion from this morning. Felly, y trydydd ymlaen ar gyfer Robert Thomas Whiteley III, coming forward to the judge of Thomas Whiteley is the champion Welsh Pony, Section A champion. As you can see, three champions of Welsh sections have been given ways, with the films with them, as the TV obviously is not. In the middle section, you'll see that the ponies are now changing reins. As it's called, they're going across the centre, usually requested to extend across the centre line, and then they change reins and they strike off on the other canter lead. This is in order that the judge can compare whether they are balanced and equal on both reins and be judged together. Some horses can be lighter, some can be stiffer, and one way than the other. This is what we compare the way of going. And the line, in Gwylio and Thomas Whiteley, the final is the race to be forward. The judging in Thomas Whiteley competition is the champion of the Welsh House. Judged yesterday, in the termination on Wednesday, the National Wednesday, we have the champion of the Welsh House. Assisting me here in the horse championship today, we have Sarah Chapman. Sarah will be taking us through exhibits that have come forward from the horse ring, which is that continuous judging from 8 o'clock in the morning to 6, 7 o'clock at night. It's a pure horse ring with many different classes to be through. Norm Williams is also assisting. Norm is going through all exhibits that have gone through the main ring here, mostly competitions in the morning of the main ring. So both it will be, when the visitor told, we're telling you what section they represent, and giving you a little bit more information about what they do, the purpose of the law section. So we have here, as you can see, the practice reading has now come forward and will be in the golden shoulder.
So they're not allowed to canter in their show, they just have a walk and trot out. And the handler has to be quite fit in this moment this afternoon. So she's doing a great job here. The pony just needs to be of a quality type, a good mover, but above all, safe for the child. In this section, children are allowed to have a handle on saddle, so they don't use the reins and balance on the pony's mat as they learn to ride. This pony is giving a lovely example, coping and naming and being a safe fox rider.
Coming out to the side now, we have the Welsh Ridden. The Welsh obviously is the smallest of the Welsh breeds, known as the Welsh Pencampwriaeth. Very versatile, able to be the officer of the regional ponies, also found those ponies and here for adults as well. This is the Elman champion, the mountain water champion, judged this morning after the Ridden raid. Does pedwar Pencampwriaeth yma yn Gyfrwy. I wouldn't like to be in Mr. Harris's shoes, but it's quite delightful.
So this section was judged here in first thing on Monday. Felly dyma ni, Pencampwriaeth hwn dan melod o deud cof o ran Gyfrwy a fydde gen i'r dyn yma yn tîm gylch flored yn llun.
It seems that there may be a winner here in the Thomas Bradley, and the mark is up, and it goes to the section A. Pencampwriaeth, number 305, over the red, and Davis. The champion here was the senior group there, for section A, and the reserve goes to the section C. The section C is Ridden, Welsh Lady Owen, Ridden Constant, and Red David Jones. And also, the senior group there. No? Apologies. I believe it goes to the Welsh top. Well done, the Welsh top also senior group there. This is Castle Welsh Doll, the 110. Well, the red by Hannah wins. Congratulations, please, to both exhibits here at the main ring. We welcome into the ring. We are to present the sponsor, telescope, Theories, the Occupier the period, the winner of the Derma. Ieri sera comprando Thomas Bradley. Il telescopio del movimento che modo organi di dicono di class on Gwylio Cylch e capitano ieri poi di oggi Paolo di And here we have the winner of the Thomas Bradley in section A, represented by Thomas Bradley Cup. And the section A takes it again this year. They also won Thomas Bradley Cup last year as well.
So in the Ridden section now, we have our show Hunter Pony champion. Now, Hunter Pony is the show substance that we call our show pony. It is the top of the ground. It is expected to be able to go out across country and take its rider safely. It doesn't have to be such a flashy maneuver as a show pony. It needs to push out through the shoulder and have a good, strong forward counter. They also need to have a good extension, so hopefully in their show she'll show us her extension. They're shown in a plain leather bridle rather than having a coloured brown band. And here she is showing quite a technical display with her serpentine. And then she'll be doing an extension and showing off the gallop that is expected of this type of pony.
Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, to the winner of the Thomas Bradley Cup for the 305 Pencampwriaeth, won by the reserve champion, the winner of the section D's, Castle Welsh Dog. Have a hand out. If we couldn't behind, get the idea of Mr. Harris. We sure would have been a grabbing pen. Thank you indeed, Mr. Harris, for judging this afternoon. I do hope you have enjoyed the experience.
So coming out now, we have the winner of our Palomino section. So this section is judged on colour. Palomino section at the launch is a very popular show, and then there's any green or type. It's all judged on colour, so you can have some Welsh in here, it could be a dark red, it could be any type of green or type of horse. It could be platted, rising sun is not platted. So it's all purely judged on colour and the performance of the show.
So now we have the new champion of the Welsh morni, also known as the Welsh Saxony. So the Welsh Saxony is the smallest of the Welsh sections, and they should not exceed 12 pounds. The Welsh morni have each spirited and coconut, and they are a popular choice for children.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now welcome our judge of the in-hand championship. We have two in-hand championships, the Royal Welsh in-hand champion and the Royal Supreme in-hand championship. This is the Price Family Supreme in-hand championship qualifier. The judge will consider, first of all, the Royal Welsh in-hand champion, and both these will be judged by Mr. Quality Blind Phone winner. Point TV is a very, very familiar face in the showing world, and breathes under the lacy remix and the lacy set, and is a renowned producer. Whenever I'm going to be never allowing the album and being shy and I'm going to have to take a line of Steve Evans and another. Colin, as an individual, has a career spanning 50 years, given no less than 35 years in production in the industry. Specialising predominantly in the round section A3s, he actually officially retired in our own Royal Welsh Youth Fair in November 2023. He joined the Welsh Morning Society in 1965, and he's achieved many wins here at the Royal Welsh, but too numerous to mention. And he has qualified for the Price Family Supreme in-hand Championship 25 times. He's judging it here today, but he has himself qualified for the Price in-hand 25 times. He's won the Hoyt in-hand Supreme final 2 years in the drop in Section A, final Roberts Race in 2008, 2009, and in 2016 in Section B, One Garnet in hand. He's won the Outstanding Achievement Award for his contribution to showing the world as the SCM. More croeso felly, Mr. Colin Tilly. Please give a warm welcome to Mr. Colin Tilly.
now in the section we have our coloured jacket. Again, colours can be of different types, so this is a plaited type. They can also be of a traditional type of long flowing mane and tails. And what denotes a coloured horse is that above the elbow it must have a certain size element of white. So this one's showing plenty of colour changes between its chestnut and its white. So this is a plaited type. It needs to cover the ground. It can be shown in a coloured brown band or it can be shown in a plain brown band, depending on its actual type of horse. So now in the Ridden section we have our working hunter pony. So one giveaway for this is the fact that she's got a martingale. They're allowed to be shown in a martingale, which is to show you fabulous gallop. I can set up in front of the main here now, which is one of the attributes. A working hunter pony has to jump across some fences. It can be a more heavier type, but it needs to have a good gallop, so it can be as if it was going out across country.
So in the thin half of the main ring now, we have the champion section B, for example, so the Welsh ponies. So the section B is one of the 4 purebred sections in the Welsh Circle. They should not exceed 13 pounds in height, and they are very similar to the section A in breed characteristics, but more of a riding pony type. Felly, fel chi fan hyn, Pencampwriaeth meddwl Cymreig o ran Gyfrwy yn cael cyfle i wneud sioe o flaen y beirniad. Wrth gwrs, mae meddwl Cymreig yn adnabod fel yr adranfer yn un o'r 4 adran o fewn Llyfr Lleuad Cymreig. Felly ni dylai meddwl Cymreig fod yn fwy na 13.2 llaw, ac mae ei nodweddion y bryd yn iawn i'r adran a meddwl mynydd Cymreig, ond yn fwy o meddwl o marchogaeth.
So, ladies and gentlemen, in the enhanced section, I'm going to try and explain what is going to happen. First of all, we are doing the Royal Welsh In-Hand Championship. The Royal Welsh In-Hand Championship includes all champions in the equine sections, including the Shire, which is the heavy horse. Following the conclusion of that championship, we'll be moving on to the Prize Supreme, which is the light horse championship. All will be run out in front of the judge at the same time. However, with the prize, if the horse is already qualified, then for the prize championship, the reserve is eligible to come forward in order to be considered if the section of the champion was already qualified. We do have two that have already qualified in the in-hand Royal Welsh Championship, and they will be considered for the in-hand Royal Welsh Championship. But the reserve is able to come forward to be considered for the prize. We will try to explain as we go along, but at the moment, all of these champions will be considered for the Royal Welsh Supreme. The only one not considered for the Royal Welsh Supreme is the reserve in the relevant section that is already qualified for prize. They will be considered for the prize qualification for horse.
Now in the middle section we have a very striking side saddle rider here, and she's come through from the concourse side saddle section that was judged earlier in the week in the main ring. And this section is judged on turnout. So it's the actual turnout of the horse and the rider, and the stylishness of her performance. So she's doing a very good job here. So in the Ridden section now, we have a result for our Supreme Ridden horse here. So in champion is taking the show hunt from the show hunter pony section. This is 1741. Oh no, sorry, this is our in-hand result. In the show hunter pony Ridden section, this is 2005. This is Irid Einen Stretch Halt Roulette, ridden by Ella Einen. This has done very, very well so far this season. It's already qualified for Hoys. And last year, it was 2020, in 2024, it was our winner at Royal International and equally qualified at Hoys. So it's a prolific winner outside of Wales and at Hoys level. So congratulations there to Irid Einen, Stretch Halt Roulette and Ella Einen. In reserve, we have 1427, which is our section B, which is Ringside King Triton, ridden by Kate Williams. This has had a very good show, because not only did it win its section B class, but it was also reserved in our M&M ridden down in the horse ring this morning in the boys qualifier.
So in the in-hand championship and the championship as just the individual show in front of the judge. But for Pencampwriaeth, FYW, with Pencampwriaeth, you may show it online at Bania. So the Shire horses were judged here this morning in the main ring, and there's some really popular classes and a great crowd watching these classes. So great to see the Shire horse section doing so well here at the show. Rwy'n hyn, mae gen i'n Pencampwriaeth adran meddwl yn Cymreig yn adran a cael cyfle i wneud y sioe. So now we have the champion exhibit in the Welsh Mountain Ponies, section A, doing its individual show in front of the judge. This pony was judged here yesterday in the main ring. And the Welsh section A, of course, is the smallest of the purebred sections within the Welsh stud book. And now we have the champion Welsh Cob, the section B, which is the largest of the purebred sections in the Welsh stud book, coming forward to do its individual show. So Pencampwriaeth yn adran rocket Cymreig i cael cyfle i fynd ymlaen yn ein beirniad yna nawr.
So congratulations here to our show Pony champion. And this is our Supreme Ridden champion here from our Shetland pony section. This is Orange Onions. Stretch hold roulette written by Ella Island. She did a very, very good show. She extended downhill. And to our reserve, which is a section B. Ringside King Charlton, written by Gwylio Cylch.
Mrs. Stevens, I hope you've enjoyed your judging here today. Have you enjoyed the show? And what was it like judging our Supreme Ridden?
Yes, we enjoyed it. It was great fun.
And your choice of champion?
Yeah, I'm very pleased. It went extremely well. Both the champion and reserve went very well, and that was my deciding factor, you might say.
Well, excellent, and I'm sure they'll go through and do very well in the Supreme as well. And thank you very much for coming to the show.
So thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. I just refer now back to Sarah and Non to go through the in-hands.
So the champion Welsh pony of Cobb type, the section C, has just concluded its individual show in front of our judge this afternoon. So this pony was judged here in the main ring this morning, where we have very large crosses forward for section C.
As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the section A going across the dancing at the moment is being judged. This is the reserve champion in section A, and Mr. Collington is looking at this individual because he is eligible for the prize qualification only. So it will not be considered for the Royal Welsh Championship as the champion A has already qualified, but it is eligible for the prize championship.
So now coming forward, we have our Shetland in-hand champion,